Hi, Sagittarius. I got to talking and I didn't have it turned on. Okay, so hi. Welcome to the message you need to hear for money. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Ruby Reads Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, as well as your moon, rising, or Venus, and it could resonate for you or your person. Their moon, rising, or Venus, or yours. All right. High Priestess, Pisces or Cancerian. 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Queen of Swords. This could be Libra. And the Tower card, that could be Scorpio. And before I got to put the cards out, the Ace of Cups jumped. So there we have it, Ace of Cups. All right. So you've probably been in, I want to say lockdown mode, but is that lockdown mode? Okay. Things have been rather, it's calm, it would be. There's been no drama. Let's leave it at that. All right. What's this 8 of Cups for Sagittarius? 9 of Swords. What's this 5 of Wands? 6 of Wands. 7 of Swords. All right. So 5 of Pentacles. This Queen of Swords. This is like someone's feeling pretty, Knight of Swords. So this could be Libra. This could be Aquarius. Someone's feeling pretty darn conflicted about this. Like, it's almost like they feel like they had to be strategic about how they left. Like they just couldn't take it anymore, and they needed to just do what felt right, but they also needed to get vertical on something that was just, and they weren't even, it feels like they didn't tell you. It feels like they set things up behind, like everything ready to go, and then they just made an exit. They didn't even, it wasn't with words. It was just like they just decided to up and cut things off, like do an about face. It could be that they went so far as to move out suddenly, and that they just can't take the bickering or the stress anymore, and just feeling like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It was anything but stable, as far as they feel, and they can't do the drama and the trauma and the conflict anymore. Not saying that you caused that, just that this is someone that doesn't do well with that, and they just can't deal with that anymore. So it could be that they're running from it because they create it, and they can't have you mirroring it back to them. Like if you're standing up to them, they can't handle that. You know what I mean? It could be that they just are someone who's really passive and they don't like any change, but this is someone that's feeling like they need to be really strategic about their escape. Could be that that's how they deal with things. If they don't get their way, they bail. Could be that. What's this Tower card about for Sagittarius? King of Pentacles. Okay. This feels like Sagittarius. This feels like you need to stand your ground and stay where you're at and keep doing you and not budge. Do not go pursuing this. No good can come from that. This person is pretty resolute. They don't want, they want to be gone. So, and it's primarily because whatever has gone on long enough in their mind, and they just can't take it being anything but connected and stable. It's just all over the place. It's drama. It's trauma. They just, yeah. What's this High Priestess about? Magician, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. All right. So, and the reason why I say to stand your ground and to stay the course is because they're going to be back. And so this is somebody that very well could, if they don't get their way, they cut, and then they come back, and then you're so happy to see them that you might let down your guard. You might be like, well, all's forgiven. I didn't know it stressed you out so much. Okay, I'll try to be better. Like this, it sets up this whole codependent premise, like to where you have to kind of change who you are, which could be just assertive or wanting to address things as it comes up. And then because they don't like that and they want to do what they want to do when they want to do it, they're going to bail and then come back, and you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy to see them that you just, oh, okay, I'll be good, I promise. No. Manipulate me, don't shame me, try and tell me not to stand up for myself or address something. Don't run. I mean, you can if you want to, but you better not come back. Not opening the door for that. We don't quit. This could be Scorpio, that could be Virgo. It honestly said, I mean, not, I don't want to talk about your person, but it feels like if they don't get their way, it's a very simple, just cut and run, but Please stand your ground because they're coming back. And yeah. All right. What did Sagittarians person say to them? This person say to them. Okay. I feel safer in the silence. All right. That just lends credence to the fact that someone's being very strategic about their exit. Very well could be they feel safer in the silence. If someone's not getting what they want, they feel like they can't ask for it. That's all right. That would jive with that. What else for Sagittarius? Part of me feels like someone's being manipulative here. It's either someone truly does feel like they need to flee a situation from their Sagittarius, that they can't handle the drama and they're just up and done. And for others, it could be that they're just like, well, this is just too much work, or I don't want to have to be a certain way or change, so I'm going to just cut and run and bail. Either way, this is someone that has decided to very strategically exit. Could be quite suddenly. What else for Sagittarius? It's funny when I was pulling these, it was silence guidance or something like, and I remember thinking that's weird. I thought, oh, it chalked it up because it rhymed, you know. But this very well could be guidance for the silence. I think I've seen that thumbnail somewhere before. I'm not ripping anybody off. I don't know who it is, but I know it's out there. But that jumped ahead, and then we got silence or guidance here. So because we got someone whoever it is, you're not talking to this person. And it feels like it's quite sudden, like somebody kind of strategically fled. I keep getting that, strategically fled. So, and then we've got here, I feel safer in the silence guidance. So, yeah, this is just someone who, for whatever reason, they're just done and they're staying strategically insulated and hidden, and they don't want to, they might have even enlisted help from other people on how to leave or how to strategically get out. So this is someone that, for whatever reason, they felt like they needed to leave this way, which I don't get why they're going to be coming back. That's what I don't understand, is why would they make the effort to do this only to return? It's rather dramatic and drastic. And then it's like, okay, they're not returning to get their stuff. This is someone that's, for as dramatically as they left, they're also going to miraculously and dramatically return. So just saying, get ready for that. Not anytime soon. We're talking a couple of months, but they'll be back. That's why I feel like, okay, you need to stand your ground and stay kind of once removed, and because it could very well be that someone's quite childish or quite impetuous. They're not very. This is someone that might have a tendency to be quite dramatic when it comes to matters of the heart. What else for Sagittarius? Okay, 9 of Cups. All right. This is someone, you could very well be dealing, Sagittarius, you could very well be dealing with someone that likes to get what they want, that likes to have things their own way. They're very one note. This is someone that could be very self-absorbed and selfish. And they just, if it's too hard, they cut and run. They want what they want when they want it. They want things easy. They want it to be about what they want right now. In the simplest of terms, this could be someone just found this connection too hard to kind of get off the ground at this point. They didn't want to have to work this hard. Maybe they got other things going on. But it feels like this has been a dynamic with you two for quite some time, and this could be them deciding it's simply not worth their effort, and it's left you a bit stunned, like what the heck's going on, to where you might be seeking guidance. And this, I think they've been planning this for a while, because this is sudden and drastic exit, and I think they've been talking to other people about how to do this, maybe getting some advice on how to strategically exit. And that's why, like this, they've been seeking this, and then you're just like, what happened? Like, what? Okay, all right, I did the things. Okay. Oopsie. All right, so we got Knight of Pentacles reversed, and we've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so yeah, that's Queen, not King, right? Yeah, that's Queen of Cups. This is just someone quite possibly not willing to put in the effort for this connection. It could also be that someone is not feeling it. and they're prioritizing themselves, which at the end of the day, everybody should. I mean, you got to take care of yourself first before you can attend to others. You need to keep yourself straight so you can be present. It simply could be someone's finding this not fulfilling enough, other than maybe a physical connection. And so it's time to just be like, you know what, there just wasn't a whole lot of there, but a physical connection, I gotta go. We got the Five of Pentacles and we got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. This wasn't about, there was never that stability that was needed to maintain any kind of longevity here. So this just could be a relationship that primarily was physical, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, but there wasn't the stability needed for any kind of connection. And if it just stayed there, it's okay. I mean, it could have been okay, but the way they left though, like what was that about? Why leave like that? And then we have this here, I feel safer in the silence. Okay, well, what's going on? This could very well be someone that broke an albeit stable connection because they wanted to concentrate on themselves. They felt like it was best to do this. They just felt like it was time for them to do this. Selfishly so or not. Like if this is just someone that's saying that because deep down they're really selfish, or feeling like, you know what, it's just not working and I have to do this. And if I tell you about this, you're going to talk me out of it. And I just really feel like it should be this way right now. Lots of different reasons, right? You know your person. But whatever it is, this is someone that quite possibly feels like this is just not where I'm supposed to be right now, and I need to be somewhere different. Very interesting though, again, the sudden nature. Like this is someone coming home and someone's not there. Like that's what this is. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope this was helpful. I hope your person's safe. Honestly, this is quite drastic. I hope you're safe. Please don't chase after this. Please just stay where you are. This is not worth your effort because they clearly don't want to be there. So that's it. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry it was not better news. We've had a run of that lately, haven't we? I hope to see you in the next reading. Love and support to you this way. You take care.